and this.
Which is so much nicer.
Yeah, but this sounds like... I mean, I can just, like, put my snowball in front of me rather than to the side and have it here. So you can hold it if you want. I can't be asked with that.
Just so you know, I started recording because I wanted to see what it sounded like, but yeah. I'm just gonna use this as the recording. I can't be bothered to stop it. There is some horrible light. That you're just gonna have to deal with, because
on my end as well, I just got this like god ray.
It's the morning. I'm not closing the blinds. I'm not a hermit. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that life.
I don't agree with that life. I'm already a game design student. Everything's already stacked up against me. I don't need to prove them right.
Same.
You're not a game design student.
I'm an animation student. Same
yeah,
thing.
it's a similar vein. You're in my department here. Like animation is in for my uni is in
here. Game design has its like own building.
Yeah, we do in my uni now.
Yeah,
they finished building it in February. We got a solid like couple months in it before COVID hit. It's cool. I mean, it is actually it was made with game design in mind. So we have 3 floors of it, but it's also for music. So they've got some actual recording studios in there, and there's a theater, a cinema, I think.
Yeah.
That we're actually allowed to rent out and use, but it wasn't finished when we went in. So after all of this, once I've graduated and COVID's gone, and I'm back on campus, I could run some Smash tournaments.
We got a joint email as a flat the other day, basically saying that from the 5th of October till December, we're gonna have scaffolds up just around the house, and they're gonna do them individually.
Right.
Block A to block N, and I really hope that our block doesn't fall on Halloween, because that would be shit. That would be shit. I'll be honest.
I've got to change my display thing. Hang on, keep talking.
So yeah, it's we basically, the email just said, you're gonna be builders, so mom and I like just keep your curtains drawn. All right, cool. I do that anyway.
We used to get that in Teesside, but not scaffolding. It would be window cleaners every month.
Yeah.
And so we had a Facebook chat for everyone in the building, and someone was like, I was totally naked in my room. And this window cleaner pops his head up to the windows. Yeah, not a good way to start your morning. You've had a good shower.
When I'm cleaning windows.
But I've not had it anywhere else I've been, because I've been in private flats. So
and we've had boiler problems for the last like couple of days, so we just had
no
people
heating
coming in and out and making noise.
Does that mean no heating?
No, our heating doesn't get turned on until halfway through October anyway.
Okay.
Hence the jacket. But yeah, it basically means like no hot water for not for a couple of days, for like a couple of hours whilst they're like turning it on and off and stuff like that.
We don't ever put our heating on. Ever.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just money. I pay for that.
Yeah.
It's not included. Like, I'm not gonna pay extra for it. I have blankets. Suck it up.
It's easier to warm up than it is to cool down.
That's why I like.
100%.
That's why I like the cold.
I like the cold too.
It has been hoodie weather here for a few days.
I get to wear hot pink Letterman's jackets in the warm. They look stupid, but they're part of the Halloween costume and they're comfortable. So
it's hard to fight comfy logic.
Exactly. I was like falling asleep yesterday, just like.
For the record of Family Gathering, it is the 2nd of October as we're speaking, so it's exactly to the day a week since we did our last episode of Family Gathering.
And it's also 12 days until I get my Oculus Quest 2. Which I am genuinely so excited for. You have no idea how excited I am for this. I've wanted a VR headset or whatever for so long. And you know what? Last little bit of CEX money, and might as well pick it up. Seeing as the new one's literally on pre-order, so I pre-ordered the new one. Screw the fucking PS5. I'm getting myself an Oculus, lad.
I'm so excited for the DualSense controller. Speaking of PlayStation 5, we'll start straight up with some straight up Spider-Man news.
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
assuming
sure.
you saw it as well.
Is this what we talked about the other day? Go on.
So they announced full details for the remaster of the first Spider-Man
the
game.
first one. Yes, I saw
So
that. It came out like 2 years ago, and they're already remastering it.
yeah, because they want to. So they're actually releasing it with Miles Morales if you get a certain edition.
That's cool.
But you can just get it. I mean, actually, you get it for free because it's one of the games they're giving you for free when you get a PlayStation that you can just download, along with like God of War and The Last of Us and Final Fantasy 14 and 15 and stuff like that. But they announced like what that means to them, like what have they changed, and it's not your casual report that they call a remaster. Like the technology they now have access to, it allows them to have real-time ray tracing, which means the puddles that we saw at E3 back in 2018, so they actually reflect now real-time environments.
Windows and stuff
actually reflect. Yeah, they actually reflect. So they had images of Spider-Man hanging off the building, and you can see him like in all the movies hanging off and like on the other side, and it's real-time ray tracing.
And his reflection is him in the black Spider-Man suit.
Yeah. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. But the details on it, I mean, they're individually rendering hair strands at this point, they were saying. It's insane what that thing can do. And they're real-time ray tracing, which is, for people who don't understand the significance of that, that is mathematical equations every single frame that you are moving, as well as not moving. And what it's doing is bouncing light around to create realistic dynamic shadows and reflections, which means that it's rendering everything more than twice. It's insane.
If there are any animators watching, it's similar to when you rendered something in like Maya or Blender and it looks crispy and nice. It's because the computer's doing all the work.
Yeah, except if you think about how some games struggle to be optimized without ray tracing, and what you're now asking it to do is to load even more whilst running a lot of water down my chin. Hang on. Whilst running
keep going.
a really, really complicated mathematical equation that nobody can see. It's insane, and they're doing all of that while Spider-Man is swinging at like stupid speed through the city. It's mental. They're also adding 3 new suits. They're adding an Amazing Spider-Man suit.
I saw the Instagram post that had the Amazing Spider-Man suit, and I was like, "The hell?"
I'm hoping they're adding a Spectacular Spider-Man suit.
Nice.
I want the webbed arms. And I don't know about the third one, but that kind of wasn't the thing the internet blew up about. There's always something for the internet, but this week it's been something really specific, and I'm really shocked you haven't seen this. I will load up an image of it on another screen where I think I can see it. Hang on. YouTube's... No, it's not YouTube. What am I looking for? Game new.
I have some news on the Nintendo front as well, which you might have heard of.
Hang on. Okay. I'm so shocked you haven't heard of this, George. This is ridiculous, right? They've given Spider-Man a new face.
Yeah.
No, I'm like it's not the same face. It's a different person.
I think I might have seen a post like this, but I thought it was a fan thing. Hasn't he got big eyes? He's like...
He looks totally normal. I think he looks good, but obviously everyone's freaking out because it's just what they do. Share screen. Ready?
Yeah, man, it looks like Tobey Maguire. Hang on. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks more like a child.
Right, and that's the one thing that I agree with. I think he looks really young, but I think he looks really young and you're not seeing the rest of his body, and maybe with the height and stuff like that he will look a lot older. I think he looks a shit ton better on a graphical level. I mean, if you look at the light occlusion and blending on Peter's new face here, it's really soft. where the two different light sources, including probably one off screen over here, is hitting, and you've still got these different lights. That's real-time ray tracing. That's what that's doing. It's casting dynamic shadows, whereas on older technology, what they have to say is there's a light source over here, cast a shadow all the way over here.
Yeah.
It's not accounting for all of the other light sources in the room that are being mathematically bounced around. That's what this is doing.
It looks a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, and on a graphical level, yeah, it looks better. But everyone is saying it's Tom Holland, right?
It does look. That's what screamed to me when I first saw it.
It does look like Tom Holland, and they're all saying Disney's forced them to do it, and they just did it, and they're wrong. They wrote a whole article about why they had to do it, and it's really fascinating. And it's because the voice actor hasn't changed; it's still Yuri, but what happened was the original face actor, so this guy here, his bone structure wasn't the same as Yuri's. It didn't fit, which caused them more work in post doing all of the motion capture and performance capture. They had to resync everything and move everything, and it was just, I mean, the amount of work that's creating is like, it's ridiculous. That's like a lot of the game. So they decided to recast it to suit Yuri's face more, so then his performance capture is more accurate. So what they actually did, go away, don't add me during my video, fuck you. They actually did a new cutscene, like they showed you a cutscene of it. I don't know if can you hear that? Did you hear that sound?
Yep.
Sorry.
Just in time to celebrate. Celebrate? Wait.
Oh, he does look a bit older there, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh wow. So cool. But how did you? Intracranial neural network. Neurotransmission speeds under 1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us.
Amazing.
And your work on the neural web was the key.
But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know.
It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
Nice. That did look good.
I think it looks leagues better. Obviously everyone is freaking out about it, and everyone just wants to fucking complain about something. That's all it is. And Yuri tweeted, "Guys, it's my face's fault. The stupid bones in my face. Blame my bones." I mean, this statement does sum it up quite well. So this is the creative director for the first game. He says, "Today's news about new Peter Parker's face model has surprised some of you, and we at Insomniac totally understand your reaction. Heck, it even took me a while to get used to Peter's new look. But as we discussed the franchise's future and moving to the PS5, it quickly became apparent that delivering even more believable looking characters made finding a better facial match for actor Yuri Lowenthal, who we all love as Peter, a necessity. We care as much about this character as your attachment to him, so please know we didn't make this decision/change lightly. As we did throughout the development of Marvel's Spider-Man, we'll continue to read your comments, listen, and always be looking for ways to improve every facet of the game. At the same time, I hope you can trust us that this decision is what we feel is best for the future of the franchise and our upcoming goals for this beloved Marvel character." So as per usual, everyone said they're wrong. Which is just, I mean, they're developers, like, they know what they're doing on a creative level.
They're like, oh, Spider-Man looks like he's got human teeth and human
Oh,
legs.
yeah. They all reacted like it was Sonic all over again,
Yeah.
but like,
Right, I'm gonna, in a second after you're done there, I'm gonna ask you to search a very specific thing because I can't bother to share my screen.
Okay. The thing that everyone's blowing up about, like, they're saying, you know, they got The Last of Us 2 wrong, which you don't really know about because I've been shielding you a little bit because you're going to get there and we're going to do it. But everyone's blown up about that and said, you know, well, you know, we believed that until Naughty Dog fucked us over, and people just overreacting about being a bit butthurt about things, right? But they're
As always.
saying for the future of the franchise, we had to make more believable faces, and that meant changing. Because I mean, you like the faces on the original guy, they don't look natural. I've always thought that.
It was uncanny. It was Uncanny Valley.
It was.
They looked fantastic, but they just didn't look 100% human. Go to YouTube and type in history. Oh, that's risky. What I did. Oh, 10-minute power hour. Look at that.
That
Type
Michael
in
Reeves in it.
Nintendo. Type in Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, but which one?
You'll see. There it is.
Oh my god, this is what everyone's been going on about. Okay. Okay.
Yep. I haven't actually
Okay.
seen this trailer yet, but I knew it was a thing.
So everyone's been saying about a new fighter, and
I don't know if I'm happy. Genuinely, I think it just looks out of place.
which one do we watch? Which one? GameSpot trailer seems pretty.
Oh, the
We can-
anticipation is non-existent now. You're about to change it. So I think-
and because you already told me who it is. Well, I saw who it was.
Yeah, so I saw a Nintendo Direct thing that said new challenger approaches. I was like, okay, I'll watch that at some point, and I didn't end up watching it.
I'm sorry, this game just looks awful.
Huh?
Because it's on a Switch, it's all like compressed files and stuff. It just
Yeah.
looks bad. Like, it's
We're
fun.
into full-on Pixar animation now.
Yeah.
What's the betting you're gonna hear? Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Is it Steve or
This
is it
is
Herobrine?
ridiculous.
Because that'd be
It's
funny.
Steve, I think. For fuck's sake. Oh, it's so dumb. It's so anticlimactic.
What the
It's so
fuck is
anticlimactic.
this? What?
Assist trophy right there. Oh my god. What is that for? It looks so out of place. He's nerd following.
What is this, Fortnite? Fuck.
Oh, no. It's dumb. Oh, this is actually ridiculous. Honestly, what do you think their final smash is gonna be?
I don't know.
Like, what's this? Oh my god, come on!
Oh
Why?
no. These are
Why?
jokes, right?
Why are they doing this?
They've got to be taking the piss now.
This has to be a joke. Why? Why is he so short? Why couldn't they make him a bit taller? The stage looks creative. No pun intended. But
Oh, that's it. Okay.
God. That's good. Oh my god, are you joking? They just put in a cutscene, like an actual Minecraft cutscene that they just went in Minecraft and went, let's OBS it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, how is there more to this?
Oh, it's just Sakurai being like, yeah, Steve is a character. Yeah, he doesn't look happy.
Yeah, he even looks unenthusiastic about it.
Oh my god.
What exactly did we were asking the same questions as you?
Minecraft, the best-selling game. It's so dumb.
No, we didn't think this day would come either.
Luigi. Oh my god. It's so ridiculous. They look so out of place. The Enderman, just like he looks so terrible.
He's the same height as the rest of them.
He looks like Warwick Davis. You know?
マインクラフトってどういうゲームだか知ってます？
う
もう駆け引きとかを成立させながらあのゲームをスマブラに落とし込む。そりゃ無理でしょ。だからはっきりビシッと言ってやりましたよ。はい、できます。
Bit cocky. He was
Yeah.
like, I told them that I couldn't do it, so I did it.
グラフィックは簡単に済むでしょう。モーションもまあ簡単な部類だと思います。
Yeah, I'm not over it. This is so funny. How do you take this seriously?
Might be the only reason I get the DLC for Smash Bros.
そして
I cannot believe this is a thing that some creative said, yeah, this is a good idea.
Oh my god.
バイオンはどうする？
Like, it's funny, it's a good joke, but who's the real character that you're adding to the game?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to know.
についてはもうすでに未知の領域と言ってもいいぐらいですね。その、体術とかリーチの短さみたいなものも含めてうまくまとめるのはとっても難しいです。
He's just going on about how hard it is.
ものになるでしょうね。だけれどもなんとか発売にこぎつけられそうになってきたので、
I think we're done
お知
here.
らせと、
It's-
参戦ムービーの、ご報告。
But
Interesting. How, like,
what's next?
yeah, like,
Like, you know?
I want genuinely, I want like Jack and Daxter, and like Sackboy.
Oh my god.
What?
I just realised that because I was clicked off of it, Streamlabs was recording the preview screen instead of the actual videos that we just watched.
What? What?
When you click
No.
off of Discord,
Yeah.
it says on my screen, your stream is still running. We've just paused this preview to save your resources. And that's the screen that my Streamlabs just recorded.
Nice. Okay, we'll run with it.
Well, that's going to need some
I think
editing
people got the
magic, I
point.
think.
Huh?
That's going to need some editing magic. I think I'll just record some of the videos and just put them on the video.
Yeah, just make sure they're a bit quieter so we don't get copyright.
That's pissed me off a little bit, actually. I'm really annoyed about it.
Anyhow,
Yeah,
it's like,
I don't know.
Who is next? You know, they're running out of characters.
They've gone to Minecraft. Where else can they go? Like,
Right, if they fucking go, the next character for the DLC is the default Fortnite skin. I will like throw my copy of Smash Bros.
that's the thing though. They're showing that, like, they're showing other companies that they'll take other
They'll
companies.
cooperate.
Yeah. So I mean,
Smash Brothers is like a huge game for a lot of people. Like, there are tournaments, there are die-hard fans.
I'd like to see characters like Spelunky and like Super Meat Boy and people like that make
Battle
sense. Yeah, people like that make
Hattie
sense.
Hattington from Battle Block Theatre.
There was another example I had. Have they got Toon Link? Not Toon Link, but like the one from Link's Awakening.
No, they don't. But they have. They had for a little while. There's an outfit that is like his for Toon Link. But it's not him. I think if they put another version of Link into the game, it would be overpopulated with Links. There are 3 different Links that you can play as.
There's Teen
I
Link,
think they're
Adult
supposed to
Link.
resemble the different timelines, but now Ocarina of Time Link is replaced with Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew that was in there. Look, if they could do Minecraft, they've got to put Kratos in next. I'm just saying.
That would be dope. It's whether or not PlayStation and like Xbox want to play ball with them.
Do you know what?
Because
I think, you know the series Soul Calibur? I think Kratos would be more likely to show up in that.
well, yeah, Link's showed up in. No, he played. Was it Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah,
Was it
then
Soul
it was,
Calibur?
I think it's
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors. But Soul
was gonna
Calibur
say
has... Sorry, go
He
on.
was in the Game Boy version or the GameCube version of the game, and then I think Yoda was in the PS2 version.
Yoda was in Soul Calibur as well. and so was Geralt of Rivia and Ezio, Auditore da Firenze. So I'd say out of anywhere,
there's a wealth of characters that they could do, and now that Witcher is, on Switch, maybe we could see a Geralt of Rivia in Smash Brothers.
it might make me buy Smash Brothers. We'll see.
Dude, oh, it would be so good.
Game's expensive.
So huh?
Like the thing she still gets joy out of this camera, I think.
I didn't notice you had it on because you had other things on your screen.
That's true. I did.
And so I keep just going, oh fuck, okay. I'm here.
Hi, Eve. Eve's part of the video. It's not a family gathering if Eve doesn't show up.
My eyes are really bloodshot because of the tape that was like touching my eyes.
I told you.
I've got like blood balls on my eyes.
Blood balls on her eyes. That's not really a good sentence. I don't like it. It weirds me out. She has to. So she does her. So she has to wear glasses when she. She has to wear glasses when she drives, and so she has to wear a mask, obviously, because she's in a car with somebody. And so she tapes the mask down, so it doesn't steam up her glasses while she's driving. But she was in a rush, and she accidentally got both eyes got a bit of the tape touching her eyeball, and so she's got little bloodshot eyes now. Did you do a lesson, or did you just go get stoned?
No, I didn't.
just worth checking. But yeah, what were we saying? Yeah, Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt of Rivia, that's it.
Geralt of Rivia. I mean, yeah, he's already on Switch. I haven't got Smash Bros yet. I struggle to buy Nintendo games because they're fucking expensive and they don't go down in price.
Yeah, 100%. I wanted to get Mario Odyssey for ages.
So good.
The Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Saw that.
It's in my Asda. It's in my local Asda, and I was so tempted to pick it up because it's a limited time thing until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So tempted to pick it up, but it's so expensive.
Apparently they didn't fix any of the bugs from the 64, like the annoying ones, and they didn't clean any of the stuff up. Like every time you turn the camera, the Gumba just making the noises. So a channel that I
already own Galaxy, and I've played Sunshine in 64, so I don't know if I should be bothered to do it. If I'm in Asda, I might end up picking it up at Asda today. Now that we're talking about it,
there's a channel that I'm really fond of called Girlfriend Reviews.
Okay, yeah, you've told me about this channel before.
Really, really funny. Basic concept is boyfriend plays game, the girlfriend watches him play the game, they live stream it, and then they do like a big review of what it's like to watch her boyfriend play this game. And they did one for Mario 64, and she complains about how it's been however many years it's been. Was it 25? 20, I don't remember. 35?
Yeah, it must have been like, it's more than that. It came out.
Wow.
Oh
It's-
no, maybe.
I think it's 35th
Well,
anniversary.
it would have been 95. It would have been 95, 96 when it came out because Ocarina
So-
of Time came out in 1998.
So it's 25-year anniversary, and what she was saying was, what would have been a better 25th anniversary is if you just either remade 64 with Odyssey's graphics, or got rid of the really annoying things from 64. Every time you turn the camera cloud guy makes a noise that drives you insane. There are two soundtracks, one for every level and one for one specific level. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not like a retro love. I don't hate retro. I'm not a retro enthusiast. Some say.
I sort of am. Like,
Yeah,
that's where
that's-
our taste in video games vary.
That's why we
I
run.
always go back to play some classics, whereas you're constantly looking forward to the next release.
That's why we do get with the times. You have this history of playing older consoles and older games, whereas I am into new technology because we play games for two different reasons. I play games for escapism and to be immersed. Retro games aren't immersive. If anything, they're immersion destroying. That's just what they do. Whereas some people just play them for games. Just chuck it up there. I'll do it later. Retro for some people it's just fun. I play games for fun, so I play retro. I want to keep a score count, stuff like that. I'm not really into that. I like stories and immersion, in-depth combat systems, level design, stuff like that, and you don't get that from old games. 64 is kind of a sweet spot though, because it's the revolutionary point of games. You realize that there's a 3D game environment. How can you pioneer that to be fun and to want people to do it, and people are still using the same techniques? Like, you want to knock this thing over to cross something, that still happens in games all the time. Like,
Yeah, of course.
that so
Basic
64 is a
puzzle
sweet
building.
spot. Yeah, and then Zelda's a bit different because Zelda is retro and immersive, because
It's built on that formula that was.
but in a different way, because it is the very, very first Zelda, right? That's not a 3D space, but it's immersive because the game doesn't really tell you anything. So you're immersed in the sense of, what the fuck am I doing? How the fuck do I do it?
Yeah.
And that's fun. I think that's why I like Dark Souls. It's the exact same thing. But 64 kind of hits that spot of, I know what you did for the industry and you're still interesting because you're the only one at the time doing it. Whereas games like Pong and Space Defender and stuff like that, like, I don't really take that much interest in. I did actually code the entirety of Pong yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I made Pong from beginning to end yesterday. For
How long did
Sheesh.
it take? About 15 minutes.
I could have done it in 45 minutes maybe.
Nice.
I took ages because I'm basically speed learning C# at the minute. So I actually took a break to go meet Eve anyway, and then I stopped for a few hours, and then I got distracted because I was watching YouTube as well. But I did finish it and I built it, so it's actually an executable icon now that I can click. But I just did it as practice, and that was fun. It's fun to code it, but I don't really enjoy playing it. I think Pong's boring as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I think it could be so much more interesting, and I thought about doing it. I thought about editing it where, like, there are certain pickups, and if you make the ball hit it, it's just gonna ruin your day. Ball goes like ×3 speed or something, or like, if it hits a thing and then hits you, your paddle is like, it can go through it for the next like 3 seconds or something like that, so it could screw you over and make you lose a point if you accidentally hit it through, or your teammate hit it through or something. But at the minute it's just 2 sticks hitting a ball back and forth really slowly, and when it hits the wall you get a point. That's it. It's boring. It does not interest me in the slightest. I might make it fun, we'll see. I might just code a different game entirely.
Fair enough.
Don't know what. So it's been a week since we last talked. You've done a whole week of uni again. Has any of that been on campus?
Yeah, actually, I've had multiple lessons on campus. Actually, really nice to be back in a lesson in an actual room with a teacher being taught stuff. Quite nice. I had a stop motion lesson, and I had an online, like, again, same professor that did the other stuff that annoyed me last week.
Right.
It was in an online, basically they split the lesson students up onto online and in person. So there were like 8 people there in person, 8 people online. So I joined the online one because I'm scheduled for the online one, and he goes, all right, well, if you guys want to watch the video, it's like, And he goes, yeah, just watch the video. It's going to be the same as I go through on lesson, and then just draw some portraits. And then he literally ended the call.
What?
So I watched a video, I did some portraits, and now I'm done.
I did it's better than what I did. I had a seminar yesterday that was 2 hours long, and it's modeling for animation. So next semester I have a module where we learn to animate 3D models.
Rigging and shit.
Right, but this course is, I think, is making the thing we're going to animate next semester. It was a first seminar after introduction, which is like your first actual lesson, not just this is what this course entails. It's 2 hours long. My friends get in it before me because they're in a different group, and they're like, what the fuck is this? How is this 2 hours? And I'm like, what is it? And they're teaching you how to use the basics of Photoshop, and I'm like, that's 2 hours of something I did at GCSE. And then we all had to do it last year as well to pass the unit, because we had to set up reference images, right? And then apparently next seminar is how to set up reference images in Maya, which we all had to do last year to pass. So I logged into the seminar, I minimized it, and I played Among Us for 2 hours. It's just like I'm not gonna sit there and listen to a mumbly professor, because it's always somebody who's mumbly talk about something that I've done so many times. And he said, like, you know, if there's one person who doesn't know how to do it, we all have to go through it. And I'm thinking, all of us were here last year, all of us had to do this. So it was just a bit frustrating. And I didn't start until 4 p.m. yesterday, which is how I managed to code Pong. Which
yesterday I had my first lesson at 9, and then had another lesson that literally started when the other one ended, and they were both in person, which meant I had to be there like pronto.
Yeah.
And it was basically I hadn't eaten all day, and I was in there until 1, and it was literally a 2-hour lesson. The last one was a 2-hour lesson where Julian, one of our teachers, was just like, this is how you use Maya, and just went through, and he was like, you can also simulate a flag, and just like made a flag in like 2 seconds, and was like, there you go, do that at home if you can, or on a computer when you're free. And I was like, okay, cool.
I hate modeling seminars and lectures. They don't work. Like, universities need to realize this. They need to be told this. I swear, I've on every single feedback I've done for every modeling thing, I've complained, because it's never been good. It's always been, I'm gonna really, really painstakingly show you how to do this thing. I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make it sound like you need a 3-year art degree prior to doing this to model anything. You should have studied the human anatomy for 4 years of your life before you even have a chance at passing this unit in a thing you don't actually want to do as a career. They always word it like that, which just puts you off anyway. And then they do something even worse where they go, you have to model a really specific thing for your final thing. I already hate the unit. I already hate using the software. I don't enjoy modeling in general, and now you're telling me I have to model an exact thing. I don't even get freedom or fun in that. This time we get to do whatever we want. It's the only time we've ever.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It has to be a humanoid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna invent my own, or they said you can just find, if you can find reference images, and they have to do the forward-facing 3/4 turn, half turn. You know. I don't know. I might just create a character.
Yeah, you could definitely create a character up.
But then I'd have to draw that character in all of those poses. We'll see.
Why don't you do a character that already exists?
Yeah.
That like character sheets already exist for and stuff.
See, that would make sense,
Model Geralt of Rivia, and then send it to the Nintendo guys.
Here you go, guys. I've done it for you. Just chuck him in there. Sorted.
Give him a moveset, would you?
Give him some animations. Shouldn't actually, no, I'll do it next semester. I've given you the animations. Yeah, I don't know. It's like my week's been fine other than that. I got a job as a pal. I'm a pal now.
You get paid to be friends with people.
Yeah, I'm a peer assisted learning leader, which just means that I run sessions for first years to help them understand their briefs and stuff like that, which is easy because I did it all last year. And I'm told, I've not actually been told by the work people, but my friend told me last time she checked, it was £11.05 an hour. But I only get paid. Well, I only really do an hour a week because they're 1 hour sessions, and you can do them every 2 weeks or every 1 week. And at £11.05, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it every week, so I'm gonna get £44 a month.
That's such a well-paid job, dude.
But it's quite low effort. You do a lesson plan.
Volunteer to do more?
People have to show up to the sessions as well. Like I have to hand in a register to prove that the session happened.
Yeah.
I think it shouldn't be an
They could just
issue.
not turn up and you don't get paid.
I don't think it'll be an issue when because it's all online. Even if they just joined and didn't participate, like it counts. But it's basically there for people to be like, I don't understand this brief,
You're
or
being a
something like that.
mentor.
Kind of only for first years in my thing. I've got to do about I've got to do half hour of lesson planning, which is like nothing.
Yeah.
I could probably do it in 15 minutes. It's PowerPoint. It's not like fucking rocket science. And then hand in the register and my pay slips, and that's the entire job. That's it. Do you know why I signed up for it?
Because it's balls easy.
I was sat in the introduction stuff, and they said, you can be a PAL leader, and I was like, oh, I'll fucking do that. And then they were like, it's a paid position, and I was like, oh, interesting. And they were like, when you do it, you get a free hoodie. And I like started downloading the application form.
You were like the hoodie.
And they were like, why do you want to do this job? And I was like, I just want the fucking hoodie. I don't want to buy a BU hoodie. They're like 50 quid. I don't want to buy one. I'm not interested. But I'll get one for free. So yeah, we'll see. I sent off all of my information yesterday, and we'll see how long it takes me to get the hoodie, and then I'll quit. No, I won't do that. The money's good. I'm like
first years.
I'm like super saving. I'm like paying Eve back some money from when we had to move, and I didn't have the loan and stuff over the holiday through COVID. So I've saved some money back for Christmas.
Nice.
And I am saving money back for the PS5.
Yeah.
I figured that I actually can afford it straight away.
Nice.
I live a bit more frugally than I'm used to. But I also then found out I was getting my bursary again this year, which is the only reason I'm able to pay for the PS5 and still do that. So with this 40 quid more a month, I'll buy video games. Because right now it's like I struggle to spend money at the minute. I'm a bit like, I've gone into stress. Like, I don't want to spend money because you never know.
Everything costs money, and you don't.
Right, and video games are like 50 quid. But I struggle to stream at the minute because I'm not enjoying the games I'm playing.
Yeah,
like,
I've gone into that stump before.
I've got not very many. I've got things like Together Tuesday, but Together Tuesday is really difficult to do because it relies on other people to be free, so that needs to change. Eve is always free, she just said, but I never want to play with her, which isn't true. It's not true at all. I don't want to play Animal Crossing with her.
That wasn't it. We could play Overcooked, you son of a bitch.
I think we decided on Together Tuesdays we were going to finally finish Spyro, the Reignited trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Nice, I love Spyro.
But then beyond that, it's like, yeah. And then game wise, we're waiting. We still can't get. That's the one, Odyssey DLC season pass, because it's £32.
Luigi in it. Oh wait, I see what you're talking about.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, not Mario Odyssey. Yeah, it's £32. So we're waiting for it to be on sale, because we started doing that, and apparently the DLC ties into Valhalla, so we've been trying to do that, but I can't afford it, so that's fun. We're doing the replay of Spider-Man, but Eve's playing it. I'm gonna do Give Me God of War playthrough, but beyond that, I watched yesterday. It was actually a surprise enjoyment stream. It was on the front page of Twitch, and it was James Buckley.
Okay.
You know James Buckley, In Between Us, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's completed it, mate.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually what his YouTube and Twitch channel is called. Completed it, mate. Because he does do acting because he did White Gold, but
He's in Doctor Who.
New Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in the last series.
Ah. Well,
had very green hair.
Well, what he does now, like actually as his job, he's a live streamer and YouTuber, and I watched him play Sea of Thieves yesterday, and it looked like a lot of fun. We don't get to that point. Me and you get into Sea of Thieves, we chat shit, we steal some people's boats. It's a good laugh.
And then you leave me on an island and steal our boat.
It was. I feel like. Do you still have that clip?
Maybe, yeah.
Can you check if you have it? And if you do, can you send it to me?
It's a 3-hour long video, dude.
That's fine. Upload it to OneDrive. I don't care.
I'll do it a bit later if I do have it. I won't do it now, but
It's either going to go in a compilation of me and you
I
playing
don't think
games.
I do have it anymore because my computer pulled up a little while ago. I don't have it anymore. No. Unless it's on my hard drive, I'll have a look later, but I don't think I've got it anymore.
It's the most amazing clip, right? So
my God,
it's me and George playing Sea of Thieves, and it's like we discovered that rowboats are in the game. I take a rowboat and I just abandon George completely. George doesn't realize that I'm not on the boat anymore. The boat fucking hits land and starts sinking. I hear him through the microphone going, oh my god, oh fuck, oh no, this boat's I can't fix this, oh my god. He jumps off the boat, right? Another ship, a galleon, finds him. I hear him talking, but I can't hear them because it's just through Discord. I can't hear them. And he's just like, yeah, I got abandoned and my ship's now broken. Like, can I have a ride and stuff? George is just talking to them and they're talking to him for ages. I jump off my rowboat, take the mermaid back to the ship. I bail our boat out.
These guys were there like, oh yeah, what's your story? And I was like, well, I had a crew and they left me here on this island. And then like I was like looking around and they had like purple cannons and shit.
Oh, they were decked out,
like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then one of them pulled a gun out and I was like, I'm a go. And then I turned around and suddenly I see your name tag like, moving around on the boat, and suddenly the boat just fucking takes off. I'm like, oh,
I bailed the shit out of the boat. I fixed all of the. I mean, it was. I don't know how it didn't drag. Like it was. The water was up towards nearly the top deck, and I managed to bail the shit out of it. I dropped the sail. I lift the anchor, and just as it goes is when George sees me, and then they say to George something along the lines of, "I think your boat's leaving." The boat just fucking rockets off like that. They're obviously all watching the boat. I fire myself out of a cannon onto the galleon, lift their anchor, sail their boat away.
Yeah, but then we left with that. Well, you left with their boat.
Yeah, but then one by one they kept taking the mermaid onto the ship, and I just kept killing them. And so then I found TNT, and I just blew up the boat with a gunpowder barrel. It was a lot of fun. That clip is really, really funny. I'm really upset that it's gone. We never fully recorded our Sea of Thieves stuff. We just kind of did it to see. It was entertaining. It's the one thing we haven't done with the channel yet is played games together.
Yes.
We've only played... Yeah. I think if we were to play a game like Sea of Thieves, it would have to be on a live stream and then the VOD be edited. I just think it's the only way that would be fun.
Definitely, I agree.
It's a long-term game. That's just what it is.
And not a lot can happen. Like, you're just sailing around, Wind Waker style. You know?
Yeah. Which is fun. I really enjoy it. And we both have it, so it's not like an extra expense. I mean, we could do that. The issue is we've got to have the time to. You got your course, I got my course. My course is a lot less man hours, but I've got to do the independent study stuff. The only other thing is on a Friday, we're free at the minute, but you're not free every Friday.
Not next week.
So...
Like, next week I've got lessons every day.
Are you free enough to do the family gathering?
Possibly, yeah. During like in the evening, it would have to be. I think
because we could do enough of The Last of Us today to get past that point. But family gatherings kind of like the point of it is the weekly thing. Like, so if we found a time to do that, that'd be good. But like, there are times where it just doesn't work. Like my stream days. I'll put a link in the description. My stream days are Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday is optional, so usually that's like if nothing's going on or if a new game came out and I just want to play it all weekend, that's when I'll stream. Sunday is Serene Sunday, so I'll play things like I'm playing Link's Awakening at the minute.
Yeah, I keep seeing your streams pop up, but I'm always too busy to watch.
But the issue with that is it doesn't fit life all the time. In the weekdays it's fine. Today is a really busy day for me, so we're doing this and now, then we're going to do Get With The Times, and then I've got to edit this, make the thumbnail for this, schedule it. Get With The Times can wait until Friday next week. I think we've got one for Monday this week, this coming Monday, and I need to find time to edit that, which is fine. I can do that. And then I have D&D, which I think is a one-shot this weekend, so it might be shorter format. But Eve's parents are coming. So in between doing that... Oh, and it's a stream day. So I've got a stream. And then I've got to make Satan, which is like... It's not Satan, it's Satan. Satan is like this... It's this thing that you need, basically, and people use it to emulate meat. It's not meat, it's basically gluten, and you can make it depending on what you stew it in, because it's like a broth. You can make it taste like chicken, or you can make it taste like chorizo, or you can make it taste like beef and stuff like that, but it's completely vegetarian. Actually, it's vegan. So we're making that because we're making chicken and chorizo paella, and Eve's parents are coming tonight and staying tomorrow night and going home Sunday. So my day is like get up, work all day. His parents come over sometime after D&D. I don't know when, how long D&D is going to go. It'll probably be like 8:15, and then we've got to finish making the paella. So it's just non-stop today. But I also can't stream over the weekend. Maybe Sunday, depending on when they go, but I don't know if I'll feel like it. Those are the times it doesn't fit in.
How long do you have today then?
D&D is meant to be at 7. Yeah, but today is Variety Friday.
Variety Friday. Yeah,
No. Variety.
Out the roof. That.
Variety Friday with a V, not an F. Friday.
Variety Friday.
It's top-notch marketing. So that's like a few hours of playing something. If you were free for that, we could play Sea of Thieves.
What, tonight?
Not tonight. It'd be like in the day. It'd be literally after we've done our recordings.
I don't think I'll be able to. I'll be honest. I've got to head to Asda and get board games and snacks for games night tonight.
Do you know how expensive board games are?
Yes, I do. We have Monopoly, but I don't want to spend the night playing Monopoly. Really don't want to spend the night playing Monopoly.
You should get either Secret Hitler.
Nice.
Or Exploding Kittens.
Yeah, Exploding Kittens.
They're two of the most fun like pie games to play.
Yeah, I wanted to pick up one of those types of card games. You know, it was either that or the flat. Really want to play Cards Against Humanity, which is the most basic thing in the world.
Cards Against Humanity is fine.
It's fun until all of the funny ones have like. It gets a bit old after a while because there are only so many combinations
but
you can put
also,
together. You know?
Everyone always wants to play Cards Against Humanity. Exploding Kittens is super fast paced and it's fun. Secret Hitler is just like, I don't trust you, you're an asshole, and it's like it's basically Among Us in card game form.
Yes,
and I love it. I love everything about it.
It's very good.
I love Among Us. So yeah.
What's it called? It's the one where one of you is a spy and you're all given a place and an occupation except the spy, and the spy has to try to not be found out and also find out where they are and who people are and stuff.
I don't know that one. That sounds interesting.
Really cool. I think it is literally called like I can't remember what it's called, just Spy or something. I think it might just be called Spy, but it's really cool. You just get given a card and like you go around and ask questions to random people. So I could be like, hey Luke, would you say that that you could, I don't know, easily go for a swim in this place of work? And if
can't
you were
swim.
like, no, but huh?
Said can't swim.
Can't swim. No,
so no, I couldn't. No.
No, and then like say we're on a pirate ship, then we'd be like, okay.
I get you.
But then you could say something like, ever seen a palm tree? And he's like, no. And then we'd be like, that guy might be the spy.
I get you. You could do. I think everyone's aware of this game by now, but there's also Werewolf. That's kind of fun.
Mafia is a good one as well.
Mafia, is it similar to Werewolf?
It's very similar to Werewolf. You're basically every night the Mafia kills someone.
Right.
And there are specialist cards that so there's a doctor, so you can point to someone and it will tell you like how they died or whatever, or they can save someone. Sorry. And then there's the basic bystander, which is obviously just someone who dies. And then I think there's a detective as well, where if the detective points at someone and the ringleader nods their head, it means that they're a bit suspicious. There's something wrong with them. There's something up with them.
That's basically a reskin of Werewolf, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Matthew and Werewolf are very, very similar.
Because Werewolf has the fortune teller, the oracle.
Yes.
There are other things. I don't remember what they're called.
Game master whenever one of these card games is going, because I love coming up with stupid ways for people to die. It's like if I really don't like someone, you're gans to die in a bin. Like, like you're in a bin, mate.
Have you managed to play any of Among Us?
No, I haven't yet. That's the thing that everyone's streaming at the moment.
Yeah. Did you know you can get it for free on your phone?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know that until yesterday. And it's cross-plat too. So I was playing with two of my mates, and both of them got it on their phone, and I have it on the PC. And I had two incredible imposter games. Like, it was the most fun. And there was there's a room called Electrical, and then at the back of Electrical there's a vent, and then there's a wall, and nobody can see around that wall unless they walk around it. And I saw that my other imposter teammate had sabotaged the lights, and you can only fix that in Electrical. And I noticed that, and I locked the door to Electrical just to see if I could get anyone in there. Took the vent to Electrical. Before popping out of it, I saw if anyone's there. One person walks around the corner. I jump out, decapitate him, jump back in the vent and leave. Because he's the only person in the room, so nobody knew that I was in there. All they knew is that he went into Electrical, the door locked, it opened, they found his body. and then I voted out later on. And there was this yellow guy, and the yellow was like, hey, I think he had got me out, and he was like, I think it's Brown. And they were like, oh, well, we don't have any evidence of that. And I was like, I do, he's my teammate. And so yellow was following Brown around, and as a ghost you can still sabotage. And every time he went to press the emergency button, because Brown did something too suspicious, I just locked the door to the cafeteria so he couldn't get through. And then Brown did something. Yellow turned around to walk back up to the button. I locked them both in storage, and the second I locked those doors, my teammate snapped his neck. He didn't even hesitate. The only issue was there were only two other people left. And those two people were together the entire time, so they just instantly voted my teammate out. So that didn't work out. But then the other favourite game I did was I was called Me, and I was orange, and I was pretending to do asteroids. My friend walks past. I follow her down into navigation, pretend to do a task for 2 seconds, turn around, cut her in half, jump in a vent, jump out of another vent, walk down the thing into the room. Oh my god, report her body. So everyone saw me walk down the corridor to the body instead of being in the room. Reported it. The second I killed her, I had Discord messages just saying, I fucking knew it, you were following me for way too long. All of the chat was like, oh, it was me did it. And I was like, what's the evidence? I didn't see me anywhere. And it took me like 3 emergency meetings to remember that I was me. And they were just accusing me the whole time, and I kept being like, I haven't seen me this entire game. I was like, oh wait, me is me. That's why I haven't seen them. So yeah, that was funny. There's also a guy called Devil. His teammate killed one person. He killed every single one of us by himself.
Really?
Yeah, all 10. Well, all 7 of us. Because when there's one person left, you've won because they can't vote you out. So he was called Devil, he was red, and he had devil horns. Like, it couldn't have been more clear that he was the imposter. Fun game though, and for free on your phone and cross-plat. It is a lot of fun. I want to do a full session with a full group of people because it's a lot of fun. Especially when you're screaming at each other. And when you have a full group, you can put on the setting that's like, don't confirm whether someone was an imposter if you eject them. So even if they were the imposter, you wouldn't know if you actually got rid of the imposter. Yeah, it's way more interesting. But when you have randos, it's kind of like there's no coordination on your voting. Someone would just be like, randos are just like, blue did it, and then they just vote blue before anyone says anything, and you're like, this is why nobody's getting ejected. Everyone thinks it's someone different. It's good though. I recommend it. I did get it on PC, but I think I prefer it on PC. It's just easier to play, but
How much is it on PC?
I got it for like really cheap on G2A. It's less than a $5 everywhere. It's not even over. I'll see what it's like on G2A now, just out of reference, because I'm curious. But yeah, it's not a lot. We should probably also check if the Odyssey DLC is cheap. What did I say? Among Us. You can get it here for £3.94 at the minute.
Okay, cool.
And I'll do my compulsory Assassin's Creed check. I need this DLC. I need it. Trying to type with one hand. My mouse is broken.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had to swap the keys around, so now my right click is my main, and my right click function is on the left. I changed so easily. It really wasn't difficult to adapt at all. Like seconds. I just can't afford to buy a new mouse. You play. So you can get it on everything, like on the PC for about 19 quid, but everywhere else it's like 32 quid for PlayStation. It's frustrating. Okay, how do you feel about facing some zombies?
Yeah, alright, why not?
It can't be worse than last week.
I don't know, dude.
Where are you? Oh, maybe it can. Okay, so that's episode 2 of Family Gathering. George is gonna have a meltdown while we try and play The Last of Us Forget with the Times.
I'm actually not looking forward to this.
The worst part is over. The worst part was the basement part that you already did.
The game, are we?
After this, let me think. So you're, and then after that happens, you get to that. Oh, okay. So you're in one now. There's another area, and then there's another area, and then there's another sequence, and then there's another area. Yeah, I think it's 5 different zones now away, which actually isn't. You're if you were to put a percentage on it, you're maybe 50% of the way through or 60%.
Okay.
Yeah,
We've been playing this game for months.
but it's only because we can only like play it one day a week. Luckily, they make really long videos, and so like I can put them out. We put them out twice a week, Monday and Fridays. Forget with the times. And then it's like they just make loads of videos in advance, so we don't play it for ages. But on the videos, it's consecutive every single week, twice.
Because there's such a long gap between each play session, it gives my heart enough time to calm back down and not expect anything.
And if you don't want to do that, we can play it like whenever we're both free. It doesn't have to be just before we're running out of videos. It's just fallen that way at the minute. So yeah. Right, so we got to fix some audio issues, so we're gonna end Family Gathering there, and start filming something straight away. Yeah. Should be fun.
PS4 is turning on.
Oh, here we go. Wait.
Oh wait, wrong side.
There we go. That was the beep. I think we'll end it on the beep. On the beep is a good place to end.